Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you our kids' chores, how we get them to do chores, what kind of chores they have, age-appropriate chores. I did a vlog recently where I talked about the kids doing chores, and a couple of you had questions about what kind of chores my kids do, so I wanted to make this video to share that with you. This video is also a collab with another Julie from A Beautiful Horizon, and she's going to be sharing what chores her kids are involved with. I'm going to link her video down below in the description, so make sure when you're done watching my video that you check hers out. And if you're coming over here from Julie's channel, thank you for coming and watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel so that you can keep up on all the content that I post. So before I get going into what chores my kids do, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. Number one, I know some people use chore charts, and I've looked on Pinterest and tried to come up with some good chart making ideas, and I've tried a couple of different things over the years, but nothing that we really stuck with. So right now we're not using any chore charts. My kids just know what is expected of them each day. I let them know what I expect them to do, and we're doing it that way. We're not using a chart, although I am totally up for the idea and would love to get a good chore chart or make a good chore chart someday. When you first start introducing chores to your children, we all have this idea of our kids helping us and kind of relieving some of the burden of our household duties. When you start teaching your kids to do chores, it is not going to be easier for you or quicker for you. It's actually going to be the opposite. It's going to take longer because you're either going to have to get them to do it, and then you're going to kind of come after them and do it over again because they didn't quite do it right, or you're going to have to be by their side showing them how to do it, and it's actually going to take longer for those chores than if you just did it by yourself. But that step needs to happen first before they get more efficient at doing the chores, and it actually becomes a help to you. But we gotta have that step first of actually helping them and taking longer at doing those jobs. Kids can start doing chores at such a young age, and it can be the simplest job, like when they take off their clothes at the end of the day. They need to put their clothes into the hamper. Don't let them just throw them on the floor and you pick them up and put them in the hamper. Let them do those things and give them little jobs, like maybe just putting a few things into the dishwasher for you. Just really little jobs, but making them feel like they have responsibilities in your house, and just congratulate them and encourage them to help out. So I'm going to share with you some of the chores that my kids do, and I'm going to be looking on my phone because I have my list here to read off of. But some of the chores they do every day. So let's just start with this. I have a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So my 6-year-old, 5-year-old, and 3-year-old know that they have these chores every day. They need to make their bed. So right after breakfast, they all go make their own beds. They brush their teeth. They each have a turn. Oh, when they're done their meal, they know that they have to clear their dishes from the table. So once in a while they forget and I have to call them back, but they know when their meal is done, they need to clear their dishes from the table and go put them in the sink. Just little things, but that really help rather than me going and clearing all 3 of those kids' dishes. It really helps when they each do their own. They also, it works perfectly right now because I have the 3 kids that are all doing chores. They each set the table one meal, and they each wipe the table after one meal. So Simeon does breakfast for setting the table. That's just a fairly easy meal to set, and so on. And sometimes we're gone for a meal, and so it's not like everybody has to be even and everyone has to have wiped the table once and set the table once. But typically that's what we try to go by, is each of them have a turn. And then also laundry. They have all started helping out with laundry. So when their hamper is full, Elijah and Simeon share a room, my 2 boys, so I'll get one of them to bring the hamper down. One of them will throw all the laundry into the washing machine, and then I'll put the soap in. I rotate it to the dryer. We have like a stacking one. If we had like 2 front loaders, I'd get them to switch, and that would be really helpful, but we have a stacking, and so really it's easier for me to do. So I do it. But then after the laundry is done, I will fold the 2 younger kids' laundry and they will put it away in their drawers. Elijah will often fold his own laundry and put it away in his drawer. So not only is it helpful to me, it also kind of gives them something to do. You know, sometimes on those days where they're like, what can I do? Or they're just kind of sitting around like not sure what to do with themselves. So I'll give them a chore like that, and that keeps them busy. So it's really a win-win. Okay, so that's really their chores for every day that they have to do. Elijah also every day takes out our recycling. So I have a couple of bins under our kitchen sink. And every day I'll put our recycling in there. Every day he takes it out, brings it to the garage, and puts it into our outdoor recycling bin. And then Elijah and Charity each have a turn feeding our dog every day. And then Charity also every morning will unload the utensils out of our dishwasher. Every night we run the dishwasher, and so every morning I unload most of it and she does the utensils because it's a fairly easy job for her. And I think I'm about ready to pass that on to my 3-year-old Simeon and give Charity a little bit of a harder job. So once they're 2, 3, really they're starting to do some chores. My 1-year-old, not yet. She'll be 2 in a few months, and I'll be starting to introduce little chores for her as well. And then on Saturdays, we have a few extra chores. So Saturdays, we clean the bathroom, we vacuum, and I mop. Those are pretty much the extra things we do Saturdays, and then just lots of laundry. So the kids each vacuum their own rooms. We have a light handheld cordless vacuum, and so the kids can very easily vacuum their own room. And then they also have a job as part of cleaning our washroom. So I clean the toilet, Elijah cleans the whole countertop and sink, my 6-year-old. My 5-year-old cleans the bathroom mirror, and my 3-year-old fills up our toilet paper holder. We have a toilet paper little holder to the side of the toilet, and it holds about 3 rolls, and that'll last us for a week. So my 3-year-old will fill that up every week. And soon I'm gonna rotate them. Probably when my 1-year-old turns 2, I'll switch them. And so my 5-year-old will learn to clean the toilet, which I do right now. My 5-year-old will learn to do the sink, and so on. And my 2-year-old will learn to fill that toilet paper holder. So they're just kind of rotating these chores, gradually learning new ones. Once they've mastered that chore, I can pass it on to the next child and give the older child a harder one to do. So my 6-year-old also helps with the garbage. He'll help my husband bring the garbage out each week, and also he brings the garbage cans in. So there's lots of little things they do, and it really is becoming a help. So it's no longer is it me by their side helping them. I mean, it is, as I'm teaching them new jobs to do, but for the most part, their chores are really helping me out and really saving me time. So get them started young doing those chores. I hope this video was a little bit of a help to you. Please let me know down below if you have any questions, any more detail of what I do, any other questions you have for me, and I would love to answer those. I do always check those comments. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!